This story is part of a larger project I've been working on, which aims to explore the darkest corners of the internet in an effort to unravel its mysteries. If you enjoy stories like this, please consider following for more updates. And if you'd like to support my work, check out the links in the description. Thank you. The internet, an endless labyrinth of information and connections. And at its core lies the dark web, a hidden realm shrouded in mystery and intrigue. For many, it's a dangerous territory to venture into, but for others, it's a playground where secrets are bought and sold. For those daring enough to navigate its murky waters, it holds an allure that's hard to resist. A digital Wild West where anything goes. Now let's dive into a narrative that delves into the depths of the dark web. Meet Elara, a woman who prides herself on being a digital native, fluent in the dialects of forums, social media, and encrypted chats. To her, the dark web was just another layer, a place she navigated with a detached curiosity, mostly observing the strange marketplaces and echo chambers of fringe ideologies. She wasn't looking for trouble, just understanding. It was this very curiosity that led her to a forum called Umbral Threads, an onion site rumored to be a hub for those seeking unique solutions to difficult problems. The forum was stark, text-based, with an air of cold professionalism that was more unsettling than overtly threatening. It was here that users posted requests, veiled in euphemisms and code, seeking help with problems that lay beyond the reach of conventional means. Responses were equally cryptic, offering services that sounded more like lines from a spy movie than real-world solutions. It was like stepping into a secret society where every interaction was a step into the unknown. Elara lurked on the site for weeks, deciphering the slang, trying to understand the undercurrents. Most requests seemed to involve information gathering, data breaches, or acquiring hard-to-find items. But then she saw a request that made her pause. A user, Noctua33, posted, "Seeking a Curator of Memories. Task involves selective archival and discreet disposal. High compensation. Anonymity guaranteed. Only serious inquiries." Curator of Memories? It sounded poetic, almost benign, yet the phrase held an undercurrent of mystery that intrigued Elara. What kind of memories were they talking about? And what did it mean to dispose of them? The mention of high compensation piqued her interest, but it was the anonymity that really drew her in. The dark web was notorious for providing a cloak of anonymity, allowing individuals to conduct business or share information without fear of repercussions. For someone like Elara, who prided herself on her online privacy, it was an enticing prospect. Against her better judgment, she sent a private message to Noctua33, expressing cautious interest and highlighting her, admittedly embellished, experience in sensitive data management. In the ensuing days, Elara found herself drawn deeper into the enigma of Umbral Threads and Noctua33's request. The promise of anonymity, the cryptic nature of the task, and the sheer intrigue of it all, it was like a moth to a flame. She carefully crafted her response, balancing professionalism with a hint of mystery, knowing that this was her chance to step into the unknown. Soon after she hit send, a reply popped up in her inbox. The message was short, devoid of any personal pleasantries, but it carried an air of urgency. Awaiting courier confirmation. Elara's pulse quickened. Was this it? Was she officially accepting this mysterious assignment? With a deep breath, she composed her response. Courier confirmed. ETA 24 hours. She clicked send and waited, her heart pounding in her chest. As the hours ticked by, anticipation built within her. The weight of the impending task pressed down on her, making her feel like a character in a suspense movie. Finally, a notification popped up on her computer screen. It was a message from Noctua33 containing a single encrypted link. The message simply said, "Access credentials attached." With trembling hands, Elara clicked on the link. The destination was a cloud storage service known for its end-to-end encryption. Even if intercepted, the contents would remain unreadable without the proper decryption key. She opened the attached text document revealing the password to access the folder. Inside was a jumble of seemingly random characters and numbers. It was a Tor hidden service address, a special type of onion site that could only be accessed via the Tor network. Elara launched her Tor browser, entered the address into the location bar, and hit enter. The site loaded slowly, like a ritualistic summoning into the hidden realms of the dark web. On the screen was a simple, unassuming message: "Welcome to the drop room. All items are dispatched. Instructions are clear. You have 24 hours to retrieve your courier package. Failure to do so will result in auto-dismantle." Below the message was a timer counting down from 24 hours. Elara felt a rush of adrenaline. The countdown had begun, and time was ticking. She needed to act fast to retrieve whatever it was that Noctua 33 had sent. The concept of auto-dismantle sent chills down her spine. What did it mean? Would the data self-destruct? Was there a physical component she needed to collect? Suddenly, a notification popped up on her desktop, a package delivery notification. It was from a local courier service. Could this be it? With trembling hands, she checked the tracking number. It matched the one provided by Noctua 33. Elara signed for the package, her heart pounding. Inside the plain brown box was a sturdy metal briefcase secured with multiple locks. It was heavy. The courier looked at her expectantly. Elara, still in shock, managed a weak smile and bid him farewell. Once the door was closed, she turned back to the box. Her fingers hovered over the locks, a mix of anticipation and trepidation filling her. Taking a deep breath, she began to work on the locks. The first one gave way with a click. She froze as the second lock fell open, revealing the contents of the briefcase. Inside was an array of gadgets, wires, micro SD cards, and encrypted storage devices. A note lay on top. "Your courier has arrived. Proceed to the designated drop room. Access granted. Time remaining, 23 hours and 59 minutes. The note mentioned a designated drop room. Did that mean she needed to physically go somewhere? The thought was both daunting and exciting. She plugged in the power adapter and the screen sprang to life, displaying a series of cryptic codes and a countdown timer. The room itself was unremarkable, just a blank space with a single pedestal. Yet within that stark setting, the significance of the moment struck her. She was standing in a digital crossroads, the veil between the ordinary and the extraordinary thinning before her eyes. As the clock ticked, the room shifted and morphed around her. The walls became a swirling vortex of colors. The room stretched and distorted until it vanished completely. When she regained her senses, she found herself standing in front of a massive steel door, the remnants of the room fading behind her. The door bore a keypad with a single green LED above it. Before her, a holographic display flickered to life, displaying a stylized raven. Its eyes glowed red, and it spoke in a synthesized voice. "You have arrived at the Raven's Gate. State your purpose, and the Raven will guide you." What should she say? The Raven's words echoed in her mind. What was her purpose here? She had come to retrieve the package, but how did the Raven know that? Then she noticed the holographic display on the briefcase, now showing a green light and displaying the letter E. Could that be her designation? She stepped closer to the Raven and said, "I am E. I have come to retrieve my courier." As soon as the words left her lips, the Raven's eyes flashed and the keypad lit up with numbers. She had 10 seconds to input the code, or the opportunity would vanish. Acting on instinct, she punched in the numbers from the display. The door hummed, then slid open, revealing a dark, narrow corridor. Elara hesitated for a moment, then stepped inside. The door hissed shut behind her. She found herself in a dimly lit corridor lined with doors on either side. Each door was marked with a different letter, forming a sort of cryptic alphabet. At the far end, a faint glow emanated from a doorway marked X, beckoning her forward. As she walked, she noticed that the faint glow from the doors seemed to correspond to letters on the encrypted storage device in her briefcase. Could the solution lie in deciphering this alphanumeric sequence? She pondered for a moment, then began checking the storage device against the door markers. The light on the device clicked, indicating that the correct combination had been reached. The door to the X chamber slid open, revealing a vast, cavernous space. Within the chamber, rows upon rows of servers hummed quietly, bathed in the glow of countless blinking lights. In the center of the room was a large holographic display depicting a stylized raven. It regarded her with a knowing gaze. Then, a synthesized voice echoed through the chamber. "Welcome to the archive. You have accessed the X node. You may retrieve your courier package, but be warned, all records are immutable. Once retrieved, they cannot be altered or destroyed." So this was the archive.